Charles's nightmare came true as Sussex true colours exposed with cunning plan to rock royal to the roots. King Charles III has been slammed by royal fans over his attempt to trick Prince Harry and Meghan Markle by hanging a picture of them in Buckingham Palace. Eagle-eyed followers spotted the photo of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's wedding on the wall while the monarch met Prime Minister Liz Truss. The portrait, taken at Windsor Castle after the royal pair got married in 2018, also shows the late Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth and was praised by some as a sweet nod towards family reunion. But cynical royal fans argued the decision was all performative and merely an attempt to make it look like he was supporting his son and daughter-in-law. One wrote, "King Charles seems to know what he's doing by displaying a wedding picture of Prince Harry and Meghan. Let him not fool you. Had he wanted to really do something, he would have spoken up by now against all the attacks, the racism and the harassment." While another added, "That type of trick doesn't work anymore. He's not fooling anyone. Hope Harry and Meghan are not falling for it." A third fuming commentator wrote, "Who with any sense will be fooled by that strategically placed picture that so conveniently got in the video that was released? I'm sure Harry and Meghan know better. Everyone knows better." Meanwhile, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have reportedly been complaining about being snubbed and mistreated by the royal family during the engagements surrounding Queen Elizabeth's funeral, following her death on September the 8th. It suggested that Prince Harry, who's said to be completing a memoir book focused on his relationship with his close family, is now rewriting his book from Montecito, California, where he resides with his family. The Duke is adding another chapter to include the palace intrigue around their trip to England for the funeral of his grandmother. Columnist Richard Johnson wrote, "Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's friends in London are whispering that the former royals have been complaining that they were snubbed and mistreated at the Queen's funeral. They both whined that the family wasn't as welcoming as they should have been." Richard Eden claimed a new chapter will give the royal a chance to respond to stories he was offended at the Queen's funeral. Mr. Eden said, "Jeffrey Archer, well connected in the published world, is saying that Harry is writing a new chapter completely. We've had all these stories about whether the book will be delayed or whether there will be changes. From what he was saying, it will be dealt with by a new chapter that will be on the Queen's funeral and the events surrounding it. It will give him a chance to address those stories about him being offended by not being able to wear his uniform and then not having the ER letters on his epaulets." Insiders say that Penguin Random House paid more than $15 million for his story, and they want it to contain scandalous, headline-grabbing news. Members of the royal family hope that Harry will not attack his family as insensitive racists the way Meghan did during the Oprah interview. The coronation of King Charles will take place on Saturday, 6th of May, which is also Archie's birthday, sparking speculation as to whether Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will attend. Royal editor Nicholl said, "He's hopeful that there'll be reconciliation. I think we saw that in the very public olive branches that were extended to Harry and Meghan. Charles absolutely has been devastated by what has happened. If you think back just a couple of years around the time of the wedding, the relationship between Harry and his father was, I think, probably better than it ever had been before.